Can I run 9 miles with atrial fibrillation, a bad back, hamstring strain and bad knees, and worst of all, male pattern baldness? Let's find out.
So today's run takes place in the northwest of England at a town called Barrow in Furness. It's a 9-mile run. It starts off at the Green Pin. We're going to head north along Walney Island. Then we're going to cross the island to the east side, then run back down southwards to Walney Bridge. We'll cross the bridge, head up the channel northwards on the other side, and then loop round the Slag Bank. We'll stop there for some views of the area. It's quite a good place to take some views. Then we'll come back, we'll run through a bit of the town, back to Walney Bridge, across and loop back round to the start. And that's about 9 miles.
So this is mile 1. We're running up the coast. We're looking out to the Irish Sea. This is heading northwards. Current pace is 8:43 per mile, which is far too fast. I'm trying to stay between 9:10 and 9:20 per mile. Average heart rate 115 beats per minute, and RPE I would say about 6. RPE being rate of perceived exertion, so how I'm feeling in terms of freshness, how I feel, scale of 1 to 10. So that's mile 1 done. RPE probably about 5, so settle down a little bit now. Average heart rate 32 beats per minute. Pace 8:47, which is still too fast. I need to slow that down over this second mile. So currently running, still heading north, ready to run across the island. So I'll catch up with you after the next mile. So now on 2 miles, RPE about 5, heart rate average 140. I'm probably trying over the course of the run to get it to sort of 145 area. Average pace is still 8:45, which is too fast. Now running down Cowtarns Lane, locally called 13 Corners, which is strange because it doesn't have 13 corners. Probably more strange is that I've counted them to see that there's not 13 corners. But this connects the west side of the island to the east side. So we'll get across here and down into Walney Channel, and we'll be able to see some of the views from Walney Channel. So we're now approaching Walney Channel. So now running on the east side of Walney, coming up to the channel now on the left hand side, so we'll get the views down the channel, right down to Jubilee Bridge, which is where we're headed now. If you start to look round, you'll see the Devonshire Dock Hall over there in the distance. So Barrow, very proud builder of the UK's nuclear powered submarine fleet. So we'll have a look at that more in detail in future runs, where we'll have some runs around the BAE buildings and show you what sprawling area it is. Then further around Furness College in the distance, and that's where we'll be running. So we're heading over the bridge, and then we're going to run northwards again past the college and up to the Slag Banks. We're into mile 3. Currently my RPE, or rate of perceived exertion, is about 5, a bit higher than I would like, but probably due to the fact that I'm running an 8:44-minute mile, I'm looking to do between 9:10 and 9:20, so I need to slow my pace down considerably, and that's probably why I'm a little bit out of breath when I'm talking, as you can hear on the camera. Average heart rate is about right for me with AFib at 145 beats per minute, and currently I've just done 3.17 miles. In terms of my ailments, as a middle-aged man, the back is about 3 out of 10 in terms of its soreness. It tends to get worse as the runs go on. My hamstring strain is probably about 2, just feel it, and then my knees are okay, so they're 1 or 2, so absolutely fine. Unfortunately, there's been no change in my male pattern baldness. No change in that as of yet, but we'll see. So we're now approaching Walney Bridge, or Jubilee Bridge as it should be known, built in 1908. It's still going strong over 100 years later. This is the only crossing between Walney Island and Barrow, so it can get congested at times. So we're now onto Walney Bridge. Probably take me a couple of minutes to get over here. Traffic's not too bad today actually. If I look, pan round, you can see the channel. Just about in the background you can make out Blackcomb. I'm not sure if it's a mountain or a hill. Just get a bit of a clearer view as we approach the middle of the bridge. So that's the direction we're going to be running in very shortly as we get across here. Coming around the other way, down towards the south and out into the open ocean. So now, just coming up some steps here, which I never like, 2 sets of them. It gets my legs burning, which I suppose is good for me aerobically, but personally not great at all. We get ourselves up these. Oh. RPE jumped to 7. We'll just ease it back down again. Just over this Trolls Bridge here. And so from here you get a better view of Blackcomb, which I hope you can make out in the distance. As I say, I don't know whether that's a mountain or a hill. Not big enough for a mountain, but it's too big for a hill. So if anyone knows what it is, please let me know in the comments. So we're heading up north for a while now. I'll catch back up with you as we approach the hill to the slag bank. That's now 5 miles done. RPE about 5 or 6. It's going to go up very high shortly as I go up the slag bank. 5 or 6 at the minute. Average heart rate 152, higher than I would like, but that's due to the pace that I've been running at, which I still haven't really slowed down. Making the approach to the slag bank very shortly. I'll spin the camera around as we approach it. Currently, back's about a 3. I feel it just getting a little worse. Hamstring not really bothering me, about 2, and knees absolutely fine. So heading towards the slag bank now. Let's turn the camera around. So here we go, up the slag bank. Heart rate will go up, RPE will go up, everything will go up. So you possibly can't see how steep it's getting. It's getting steeper. Here's the steepest section now. Starting to struggle already, so I'll stop talking till I get to the top. Oh, so that's us reached the top. I just stop here and show you the view. Oh, RPE 9. I can hardly talk. That was hard work. Anyway, this is what it's nice to come up here and you'll see the view over to Walney Island. That's where we'd ran all the way down the other side of the channel, went into the sun, so can't really see it. Walney Bridge in the distance. Devonshire Dock Hall, which is the BAE building where we build the submarines, and then going round you can just make out probably some of the tops of Barrow, coming back right round and over in the distance, which isn't very clear today. Over there is the Lake District. Where am I at the minute? So just looking, I'm at average heart rate 153 beats per minute. RPE probably just coming down from 9, probably about a 7 or 8 at the minute. Back about a 4, hamstring still a 2, not really bothering me at all. Knees absolutely fine. As you'll see, I've lost the hat in the hope that that will promote hair growth. Can't really see whether it's doing anything at the minute. I suspect not. Right, let's get on with the run. So that's I started running, essentially running back around the slag bank and back on the route we came. Very steep going down here, steeper than the other side actually. So it's still a little bit challenging coming down, and then there's another hill on the other side of this. So I always have to take it fairly gentle down here. I'm sure it doesn't do my knees too good, to be honest. Average pace 8:53, so it's dropping a bit, but it's still a lot faster than I wanted to do. The other part of the slag bank there, when I'm a little bit fitter, I'll try and do 2 in one run. Absolutely not at the minute. So that's mile 6 complete. Finished on the slag bank, thank goodness. So now running back towards the town. Currently back is still about 3 or 4. The old hamstring's okay, maybe 2 or 3. Knees are absolutely fine at the minute, so all is well. Slowed the pace down somewhat as well. So just running around this path, and then I'll be back into town. So I'll cut the video off the next mile or so and pick up as I get back onto Walney Channel. So here we are, back on Walney Bridge, back over to Walney. 7.6 miles, so just under a mile and a half to go. RPE probably 5. Back increased 4 to 5 in terms of pain wise. I can deal with that. Hamstring still about 2. Knees no bothers at all. So feeling fairly fresh really. at this stage. So I'll have one last catch up and approach the 9 mile mark, and then I'll summarise what I've learnt from this run. So now approaching the last half mile, so I'll be home soon. That'll be the 9 miles complete. Final wellness check. RPE, probably 5 or 6. I'm feeling quite comfortable now and fit. Just check a run over here. Yeah, back. Yeah, it's increased a bit. It's probably about 5. Starts to hurt at about this mileage. And then in terms of the hamstring, it's fine, still a 2, and the knee's absolutely fine. So all in all, not a bad run. Run faster than I wanted to, or I'd have liked, but I'll sum that up in the end of the video. So I'll catch up now when we've done the 9 miles. So that's it, 9 miles, just coming up to complete, and there it is, done. So that is 9 miles done, back to starting. So I'll just let my breath settle down and then I'll summarise. Back home now, and to summarise on that, it was a good run, a little bit faster than I wanted, but what have I learned from it? Probably that over the last month I've been trying to run in about heart rate zone 2, which with AFib is somewhat difficult, but I tried my best, and I think that proved today that over the month I probably improved my aerobic fitness somewhat. So that was quite easy in terms of running pace, although I was out of breath at some stages, certainly on the slag bank, but yeah, it was a good run. So ailments, back okay, yeah, 3 or 4, no problems with the hamstring really, or the knees. Still no hair grown, so any help on that, greatly appreciated. Put it in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this run and would like to see more, please like and subscribe. And if you've got any comments about the video or things you'd like to see in the future, please again comment in the boxes down below. That's it. I'll see you next time, hopefully.